Good evening, Raider baseball fans, and welcome to Raider Baseball. It's a Thursday night here in Leander as we're just about set to get underway. The introductions of the lineups are going on. We tried to get started just a minute ago. I think we ran into some technical difficulties, but anyway, we will go over the lineups here just in case those did not get in. For the Cedar Park Timberwolves, leading off, the third baseman, number 5, Cade Hott. Second baseman, number 13, Gunnar Absect. Batting third, the shortstop, number 14, Ryder Hernandez. Batting fourth, number 6, the right fielder, Cannon McDonald. Number 22, Trey Verver, will be in left field, batting fifth. Number 25, Adam Vaughn, will be the designated hitter. He will be hitting for the starting pitcher, number 15, Ben Cooper. Batting seventh will be number 12, Hunter Hewitt, the first baseman. Batting eighth, number 23, Josh Bretz, the catcher. And rounding out the order will be number 11, Darian Sue, in center field. For your Rouse Raiders, leading off will be number 3, Keegan Solomon, in right field. Batting second, number 6, Jake Alepa, in center field. Batting third, number 8, Oscar Salazar, in left field. Number 17, Colby Diaz, will be at third and batting fourth. Number 4, Brian Templeton, will be the designated hitter. He will be hitting for the starting pitcher, number 13, Daniel Norris. Batting sixth will be number 1, Drew Forcell, the first baseman. Batting seventh, number 7, Ryan Galloway, at second base. Number 23, Lucas Sparshoe, will be at short. And rounding out the order will be number 9, Carter Heinrich, the catcher. We'll take a moment for the national anthem, and we'll be right back with you. You're watching Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. Good evening, everyone. It's baseball time in Texas as we're set to get underway here at Raider Field, where the Rouse Raiders are hosting the number 5 ranked Cedar Park Timberwolves. Timberwolves come into tonight 19-3-2 overall with a 5-0 district record, head coached by Lanny Williams. Rouse Raiders come in at 15-5 on the season, 3-2 in district, coached by Chad Krempine and assisted by Josh Harris. Defensively for the Raiders, on the mound will be number 13, Daniel Norris. Behind the plate will be number 9, Carter Heinrich. Number 1, Drew Forcell, will be at first. Number 7, Ryan Galloway at second. Number 17, Colby Diaz at third base. Number 23, Lucas Sparshoe at short. Number 8, Oscar Salazar in left. Number 6, Jake Alepa in center. And number 3, Keegan Solomon in right field. For the Cedar Park Timberwolves, batting first will be number 5, the third baseman, Cade Hott. Batting second will be the second baseman, number 13, Gunnar Absect. Batting third will be number 14, Ryder Hernandez, the shortstop. Batting fourth will be number 6, Cannon McDonald, the right fielder. Batting fifth will be number 22, Trey Verver, in left field. The designated hitter, number 25, Adam Vaughn, will be hitting sixth for number 15, Ben Cooper, the starting pitcher for the Timberwolves. Number 12, Hunter Hewitt, the first baseman, will be batting seventh. Number 23, Josh Bretz, will be behind the plate batting eighth. And rounding out the order will be number 11, Darian Sue, in center field. Daniel Norris getting his warm-ups in as we're just about set to get underway. I want to welcome everybody. I'm Michael Francis alongside the one and only Steve Kidhill.
You're too kind.
Raiders coming off 3 straight wins in district look to keep their winning ways going versus this highly ranked Cedar Park Timberwolf team. So you talked about keys to victory the other night,
yeah,
Steve, about how they need to be selective on their pitch selection of what they were going to swing at. So with this team, what do you see in this tonight?
So it's really a same tune, different game right now. Raiders have to make the basic plays, the ground balls, throw them out at first, and catch your fly balls and make good throws. Offensively, they have to go ahead and swing at really good pitches and go ahead and make the starting pitcher work for everything.
Cade Hott leading things off. He bunts one foul for strike one. Norris pitching exclusively from the stretch, as he normally does. The 0-1 sails high for ball one. That will even the count.
Daniel has movement on every single pitch that he throws. Ball moves 2 to 3 to 5 inches every pitch.
Fastball misses low for ball 2.
He's a pitch to contact, weak contact. Doesn't get a whole lot of strikeouts, but a lot of ground balls, a lot of fly balls. Hopefully easy plays, right?
The 2-1 pitch just misses the top of the zone for ball 3. 3-1 the count to Cade Hott. That pitch misses low for ball 4, and Norris issues his first walk of the night, unfortunately, to the leadoff batter.
Last game, Tuesday night, leadoff walks were always scoring, it seemed like.
Right.
So, that's tough to overcome sometimes.
I believe 3 of the 5 runs that Georgetown scored were actually scored off walks. Gunnar Absick comes to the plate. He takes for a strike on a pitch that looked well outside, but Norris getting the advantage of the call. 1 on with no outs here in the top of the first. We're just getting underway. Throw over to first, almost in time, but not quite, as Hott dives back in safely. Ryder Hernandez on deck for the Timberwolves. Throw over to first, not in time. Mr. Lepa and his bottle caps that he keeps flipping up here in the press box. Y'all can hear that.
So Daniel takes the mound tonight, 5-0. He has had a few games, though, that the offense has come to light.
Absick takes a stab at it and fouls it off for strike 2.
He was the winning pitcher of a 23-0 game in the first game to lead off the season.
0-2 the count to Gunnar Absick. Norris takes a long look over to first and throws over, but it's not in time. pitch from Norris. You saw a lot of break on that, but it was way up out of the zone for ball one. But it definitely had that tail away from the batter movement.
He throws it crooked. I don't know how else to say it. It's just very few pitches are straight from him.
1-2. He throws over to first. Forcell does a good job to keep that from going to the fence, as he had to wrap around the base runner as he was getting back to the bag, or else that would have gone to the fence. The 1-2 pitch for Norris is swung on and missed for strike 3.
Tough to hit there. That's a frisbee.
That'll bring up Ryder Hernandez. If you're familiar with Cedar Park Timberwolves football, he was their starting quarterback. Had quite a successful year. They played for the state championship. Norris comes set. He delivers. This is cut on and fouled back out of play for long strike 1.
Ryder's a dual commit, and what I mean by dual commit is both football and baseball to Texas State next year.
Norris takes a look over, and he's actually going to throw over. He is working hard to keep Haught anchored to that bag. Cannon McDonald on deck for the Timberwolves. The 0-1 delivery, that one's fouled off for strike 2. Umpire requesting baseballs. Hernandez fouls another one off as he chases one high up out of the zone.
He keeps spoiling pitches of Daniels, and they keep going a little bit further out of the strike zone and a little bit further.
Curveball in on the hands. He gets a piece of it. Count stays 0-2. Raiders picked up an all-important victory Tuesday night versus Georgetown here at Raider Field, a 10-5 victory for the Raiders.
Huge victory. Helped them stay in the race, the district race.
Hernandez calls time, and Norris will reset. Andrew Kidhill picked up the win in that game, along with 13 punch-outs. The 0-2, it's in the dirt. Heinrich will make a throw down to second, and it will go into center field. Jake Alepa there to back it up and hold Haught to second base. One ball, 2 strikes.
Oh.
And that curveball loses the handle and sails way high, and that'll even the count at 2 as
he lost.
Will move down to third.
He lost the handle on that. That's a good way to put it.
On the wild pitch.
Ball slipped out of his hand or came out like a watermelon seed.
The 2-2. Yes. Cut on and missed on the breaking ball, and that will sit Mr. Hernandez down.
Big pitch there. Ryder is a very dangerous hitter, probably the most dangerous hitter on this Cedar Park team.
Cannon McDonald batting fourth in the order. So he takes for ball 1. 1 on with 2 out here in the top of the first. We're scoreless early in this contest. Pitch from Norris, a breaking ball outside for ball 2. Two and 0 the count. Trey Verver on deck for the Timberwolves. The 2-0 delivery, high for ball 3. Fastball down the middle was McDonald was taking all the way. And now you can look at a green light from both sides.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. This is the pitch.
The 3-1. This is laid down as a bunt. Galloway over, not able to play it as it was a slow roller.
It's a good bunt. That's just a well-executed bunt right there.
That will go down as a single, and that will score Hot. And again, a walk has come back to bite the Raiders.
Yep. People weren't expecting a 2-out bunt right there. And it was well placed. Once it got past the pitcher, that's a base hit.
Norris struggling to find the strike zone. The 1-0 pitch misses outside, throw down to second. Thrown to the opposite side of the bag, and the base runner and the second baseman were kind of on a collision course.
Well, that was kind of a delayed steal. He didn't break right when the pitch was thrown. It was more towards when the ball was crossing the plate. And I'm not sure that Ryan Galloway at second base was understanding that he needed to cover second base there.
Right now, Norris going deep into counts. 3-0 the count. The pitch, this is cut on and hit foul.
Green light for 3-0. Interesting. Trey Verver is also committed to a college in Arkansas named Hendrix College.
3-1 to count to Verver. The pitch in for a strike. Oh, and he tossed his bat thinking it was ball 4. And the count has worked full. Norris comes set. He deals. This is cut on and hit foul back out of play. And Verver stays alive. And Verver, the 5th batter of the inning. The payoff pitch, this is cut on and popped up. Drew Forcell tracks it, but it goes out of play. Bounces in the Raider dugout and back out into the field of play.
Runner on second did break to third that time. I know it's 3-2, 2 outs, but usually you have to be in a forced situation in order to run. So that'll be interesting if he runs again.
The payoff pitch, that's high and outside for ball 4, and Verver is aboard. Runners at first and second for Adam Vaughn. Vaughn, the designated hitter for the Timberwolves. Heinrich takes a moment to talk with his pitcher.
Just need Daniel to regroup here, go get the batter, go aggressive after the batter, and find an out one way or another.
Norris comes set. He will look McDonald back to second. First pitch misses. I'm not exactly sure where, but it did.
The catcher had, Carter Heinrich had trouble holding on to that one. Sometimes you don't get a strike call unless the catcher actually catches the ball.
1-0 the count to Vaughn. The 1-0, they had the cover swing on, and he fouls it off. You can definitely hear Coach Crimpine talking to his pitcher.
Big out here. Got to get an out.
1 ball, 1 strike to Adam Vaughn. McDonald heads back to the bag as Norris spins off. We do have action going in the Raider bullpen right now. This is cut on and hit out to left. This will score 1 run. And the Timberwolves take a 2-0 lead over the Raiders here in the top of the first. And Coach Harris is going to call time and come out and talk to his pitcher. And normally kind of what that's indicative is when they don't hit their spots on a particular called pitch. And so I want to go out there and say, hey, why aren't you hitting your spots? We wanted you to throw this pitch on this batter in this count. And there's a lot of, as George Bush used to say, strategery.
Strategery, not easy for me to say either. You've got to. We want you to throw this pitch, and we want you to throw it into this zone, and there's probably 9 different zones for the pitcher to hit. So it's a lot of calculations going on there.
Well, you're playing the 5th-ranked team in the state, and as competitive as Coach Crimpine is, he's going to be trying to do everything he can to get these guys motivated.
Yep. So Daniel's at 32 pitches right now, and he's not out of the first. This is
Hunter Hewitt will stand in. He swings and misses for a strike on a pitch that was tailing down and away. Been quite a bit of rivalry between these two programs over the years. The 0-1, that's in for a strike. Hewitt in an 0-2 count. As some of you may know or may not know, when Rouse was first started, Coach Paul Cochran was the head coach. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for the Timberwolves in the first. They score 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave 2 on. And on to the bottom we go. Raiders trailing this one 2-0.
Whatever Coach Harris said on that mound, Daniel came back and threw 3 straight strikes. So need to bottle that up and remember whatever he said.
Yeah, absolutely. But the damage was done. You come in and you throw 33 pitches to get out of the inning. And
he's at 35.
35
Ouch.
pitches, and that's more than 25% of your available
I was going to say
count.
That's a recipe for not finishing the game and maybe struggling to get to the 5th inning.
Right.
So
So to finish my story, Coach Paul Cochran was the first inaugural baseball coach for the Rouse program, but his dad was the head baseball coach at Cedar Park.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Coach Connie Cochran. And so just a kind of natural rivalry developed between these two schools in the baseball programs whenever we would meet.
Yeah. Yep.
So you had that natural rivalry, father-son rivalry.
Son always wants to beat the dad, and the dad always says, nope, get back, go sit down.
Well, unfortunately, that did happen most of the time. But there were a few times that Rouse was able to find the hole in the armor and pick up a win.
Yep.
We actually have shut them out before early in the Rouse history. Had a 3-0 shutout at their place. And a doubleheader, and came back and ended up losing the second game.
I remember more recently Hayden Thomas going in and having a heck of a game. I think that was under Coach Krempine, though. So
yes, I believe that is correct.
He had a heck of a game.
So due up for the Raiders in the second, or in the bottom of the first, Solomon, Alepa, and Salazar. Defensively for the Timberwolves, Ben Cooper on the hill. Josh Brett's behind the plate. Hunter Hewitt at first. Gunnar Absek at second. Ryder Hernandez at short. Cade Hott at third. First offering from Cooper misses high for ball one. In left field, Trey Verver. Center field, Darian Sue. And in right field, Cannon McDonald. This one is tattooed and hit out to deep left. Verver over and makes the catch. That one needed about 10 more feet to make the fence.
Right.
A fly out to left for out number one on pitch number 2.
He did hit that well. It's just no wind tonight and kind of no carry on that ball.
Jake Alepa takes the first pitch between the shoulder blades and will head on down to first base.
That is the key to my victory for the Rouse Raiders, is to absolutely make Ben Cooper work out there, and all the pitchers for the Cedar Park. They've got to be able to take the free bases and go deep into counts.
Cooper from the stretch. He will come home. That pitch is in the dirt, but unfortunately Alepa was not able to take advantage of the miscue and is still at first base.
Yeah, it was a good job by Josh Bretz, the catcher. Good block right there.
A 1-0 delivery to Salazar, in for a strike, and that will even the count, 1-1. Colby Diaz on deck, 1 on with 1 out. Throw over. Not in time. 1 on with 1 out. Didn't want to miss up your inning count. This is lined down the third. This could be 2, and it's out of the glove, and he's ruled safe. That will go down as an E4. What could have been a inning-ending double play. And that will go down as a fielder's choice on the hit by Salazar, and an E4 at the bag for Jake Alepa. So Gunnar Absek charged with the error.
Yeah, Gunnar was going to have to really he rushed it and didn't complete the catch, but he was trying to turn that double play and didn't get anybody out there. So
Raiders get a little gift out of that, and that will bring up number 17, Colby Diaz. Diaz takes for ball one. Little pitch high and inside.
Boy, that was close to hitting his jersey right there. I thought it did.
Brian Templeton on deck. Cooper from the stretch. He takes a look back at Aleppa at second. He comes home with it. It misses low for ball two.
They're flirting with the danger zone right here with Colby up.
This is his fourth batter face, but I can tell you he's not thrown that many pitches so far in this inning, to be honest with you, to have 2 men on base.
8 pitches so far.
The 2-0 delivery misses just up out of the zone for ball 3.
You know, this early in the game, 3-0, Coach Krempine may just go ahead and turn Colby loose with a green light, see if he can get a meatball.
Cooper takes a long book like Leppa and deals one on the outside corner. Was not a good one to really go after.
That's a good
take.
take.
Been turned loose. That was a good take. 3-1 the count to Diaz. The pitch. This is cut on and hit out toward left center. Darian Sue over makes the catch. And that will retire Diaz for out number 2. That'll bring up the designated hitter, number 4, Brian Templeton. Drew Forcell on deck. Now, this is where the Raiders have typically, as of late, done their best work with 2 outs.
I'm not sure what that's all about, but it really is. They just seem to concentrate harder at the plate with 2 outs.
First pitch, wow.
Ooh, generous.
Well, I can't say that we weren't on the receiving end of it either. We were.
Very true, very true.
So, all right. Cooper from the stretch, the 0-1. That was a better pitch than the first one. One and one the count to Templeton. Yes, and a roller down the third. The throw over will not be in time, and it'll be a hopper over, so that will be an E5 charged to Cade Haught on the throw to first. That will be another fielder's choice, as 1 run has scored.
You know, I'm not sure why he threw that ball. He could have just tagged the runner, or he could have run over to third base and got an out. So, another gift for us.
That will bring up Drew Forcell, and Forcell's had a hot bat as of late. So he takes for ball 1. That is something when you can come out of this inning, or look to come out of this inning, with facing 6 batters and really a minimal number of pitches.
Yeah.
1 ball, no strikes to Forcell. 1-0 pitch. That's the first time he's giving that low strike call. That'll even the count 1-1. Ryan Galloway on deck for the Raiders. Runners at first and second. The 1-1 pitch by Cooper fouled off and goes back to the fence for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Salazar at second, Templeton at first. Forcell at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Cooper takes a long look in and gets the sign from Brett. He looks Salazar back at second. He comes home. His Forcell lays off and takes for ball 2. That'll even the count up. Mama up here encouraging her son. Not that he can hear it, but she's encouraging. Sending up little prayers. The 2-2 pitch swung on and missed, or actually fouled it off.
Yeah.
I didn't actually hear it. I thought it popped the catcher's glove and out, but hey, that's a good thing.
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
Spoiled another pitch, so.
Mr. Alepa says he hears it loud and clear. Cooper again taking that long look in. He working very slow. The 2-2, that's back to the fence, and that will advance both runners. And a sharply hit single might score both runners. Full count to Forcell. Cooper comes set. The payoff pitch, low, ball 4. And the bases are full of Raiders. And that will bring up Ryan Galloway at his first at bat versus Georgetown. He launched a moonshot over left field fence.
A no doubter.
The first offering from Cooper. In for a strike. Forcell took him into the deepest counts of the night. The 0-1 delivery misses low for ball 1, which looked almost like the same exact pitch.
Pretty darn close. I think that might have been a little low, but, I mean, wow.
Consistency is what we call that.
Or lack of. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed as he took some off. And
gotta say, I don't see a whole lot of movement on Ben Cooper's balls.
Well, I'll tell you what, he took some off on that changeup right there.
Yeah, just different speeds, I would say.
All right. The 1-2 pitch, that is fouled off and bounces back and hits Galloway in the hip. One and two. Raiders with a golden opportunity right here with bases loaded on Ben Cooper. The tying run just 90 feet away. 1-2 to Galloway. The pitch misses low.
Yeah, that's a low.
For ball 2, but it was similar to the first pitch that he called a strike.
I disagree with the first pitch, but I agree with that pitch.
Oh, my. Aren't we Homerville, USA here tonight? The 2-2 pitch, as he was in on the knees, and he gets caught looking. For out number 3, that will do it for the Raiders. They get one run across. One run on no hits. Bases left loaded. On to the second we go. Raiders trailing 2-1. And that'll be interesting. He faced 7 batters in that inning. Do you know his pitch count?
Yeah, I do. Pitch count was in the 20s. 27. So that's a lot of pitches right there. I mean,
right.
We were talking about Daniel hitting 35, but 27 is not, again, it's not a recipe to go the whole distance of a 7-inning game.
Not when you give up nearly 25% of your pitch count in one inning.
Yeah, that's not – these guys are this will be a bullpen game, I believe.
As Raiders do have activity going over there, it looks as though James Hunt may be getting loose. You can hear you talking. I hear the music, but I hear you when you talk. I want to take a moment to send out our condolences, that our thoughts and prayers are with the family of DPS trooper Chad Walker that was killed earlier this week, and also one of Leander's own, Leander's PD telecommunications operator, Rowena Spate, as she lost her life just yesterday. So our thoughts and prayers are with them and their families. Due up for the Cedar Park Timberwolves in the second, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Josh Bretz, Darian Sue, and Cade Hott. Daniel Norris back on the mound to pitch the second for the Raiders. Needs a very productive inning, as this one is tattooed out toward right field, down the line foul.
Yeah, sorry, just because Josh Bretz is a number 8 hitter, he's probably one of the best number 8 hitters in the district. Very dangerous, very powerful kid.
Nothing in one, the count. The pitch outside for ball one. That'll even the count, 1-1. 1-1. Norris comes set. He delivers. This one's cut on and hit back up the middle. Galloway plays it. Throw over to first in time, and that will retire Josh Bretz for out number 1. 4-3 on the putout. And that will bring up the center fielder, Darian Sue.
Yeah. We also have a comment in the booth saying this is probably the best number 9 hitter in the district. They're just loaded. Cedar Park is just a very talented team.
He takes for a strike in the first pitch, gets the inside corner, about a knee-high fastball. One out with nobody on here in the top of the second. Norris, yeah, that was a better looking pitch than the first one.
Man, and he had him fooled and everything.
He froze on it.
Yep. Great pitch.
That evens the count at 1. The 1-1 pitch misses low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Darian Sue. That almost kind of has that Guardians of the Galaxy sound to it. The 2-1 delivery, that is fouled off, and that will
even the count at 2-2.
Even the count. Mr. Leppa, you got a voice and a face for radio. I couldn't help myself. The 2-2 pitch, that's cut on and hit back up the middle. Lucas Sparshoe plays it. The throw to first in time. And that will do it. And he played it perfectly.
Great play. Great play. A lot of range, showing a lot of range there in a cannon of an arm.
6-3 goes the putout of Darian Sue, and that will bring up Cade Hott. Hott 0 for 0 as he drew the walk back in the first. And eventually came around to score. He stole a base and picked up another base on a wild pitch. And ended up scoring on Cannon McDonald's single. As he lays a bunt down and is down the line and will pick up a base hit as he placed that bunt perfectly.
That's That's just well executed. Couple of well executed bunts there. One to the right, hit one to the third base side, and earlier in the first inning, one to the first base side. And both of them came with 2 outs. So it does it does surprise a bunch of people with a 2-out bunt.
That will bring up Gunnar Absek. Absek struck out his first time up. And he lays down the bunt, and it comes out of the glove of Daniel Norris. And he's unable to make a play at first as Haught rounds second on the mistake and makes it over to third, as Norris was not really paying attention to the advancing runner, and he makes the throw over, but definitely not in time. Runners on the corners, and that will not be a hit for Gunnar Absek. That will go as an E1. Throw over to first was not in time, as Ryder Hernandez will stand in. He's 0 for 1. He struck out back in the first. Norris comes set. He deals a breaking ball. This is cut on and hit over to Diaz at third. The throw over to first in time, and that will do it. That will go 5-3 on the put out of Hernandez. The Timberwolves strand 2. They get 1 hit, no runs, and 2 left on. On to the bottom we go. Cedar Park leading this one 2-1 over the Rouse Raiders.
That's what the doctor ordered right there, making the routine play. Colby coming up big with that.
As Hernandez jumps on the first offering from Norris. Due up for the Raiders in the second, Sparshoe, Heinrich, and Solomon.
Hey, I've got the current district standings, and maybe we go over.
Okay.
Cedar Park is in first place at a 5-0 record. Then it's the Leander Lions with 4-1. Liberty Hill is in third place with a 3-2 record. And then your Rouse Raiders are also a 3-2. However, they're in fourth place because they lost the head-to-head with the Liberty Hill Panthers. So in fifth place with a 2-3 record is Georgetown Eastview. And then with another 2-3 record is Georgetown. Georgetown Eagles lost to Eastview. And then Marble Falls with a 1-4 record, and Glen Grizzlies are still in search of their first district win at 0-5.
Lucas Sparshoe will come to the plate as we get things started here in the bottom of the second inning. As I mentioned previously, Cedar Park leading this one 2-1. Ben Cooper back on the mound as Sparshoe takes for ball 1. Little chill in the air tonight. No wind as the flags are just hanging, maybe blowing just a skosh. As Sparshoe takes for ball 2. 2-0 the count. The pitch. I can get the outside corner for strike 1. Carter Heinrich on deck. Cooper winds and delivers high and outside for ball 3.
Exactly what the Rouse Raiders need to do. Go 4, 5, 6, 7 pitches per batter.
The 3-1, that's down the middle for a strike, and that will even or work the count full. The payoff pitch from Cooper outside for ball 4. And the Raiders get their lead off on, and that will bring up the catcher, Carter Heinrich.
Taking the free bag is big. Ben Cooper's already given up 3 of them with one hit by pitch and 2 walks. So
Cooper from the stretch. Heinrich shows bunt, lays off, and takes for a ball. We want to thank everybody tuning in and watching Raider baseball on SHN Sports tonight. I'm Michael Francis alongside Steve Kidhill. That pitch misses outside for ball 2. If this is your first time watching, please hit like and subscribe and become a subscriber to keep up with Raider baseball throughout the season. The 2-0 pitch, Heinrich lays off. He showed bunt but laid off and takes for a strike, and that will move the count to 2-1. Softball playing in the field adjacent to us. Heinrich lines this one out into left for a hit, and the Raiders pick up their first hit of the night. And wouldn't you have liked to have that in that last inning with bases loaded?
More opportunities, though. More opportunities to come.
This is what I have to say for the Raiders. They have really done well through the middle and back part of their order.
Absolutely.
Where their front end has seemed to struggle at times. Their middle and back of the order seems to do really well.
Yeah, definitely. It's a
first offering from Cooper will be a wild pitch, and that will send the runners to second and third, respectively.
I was going to say that was an obvious bunt situation with runners on first and second, no outs, and then he squared around a bunt, but he pulled it back, and the ball goes to the backstop. And don't need to bunt now. Hit him in.
And that will put Solomon in a 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch from Cooper outside for ball 2. You do have activity going in the Timberwolf bullpen.
Ben Cooper's getting close to 40 pitches the first 2 innings, so no outs in this second inning either.
The 2-0 delivery, this is cut on, hit foul down the left field side for strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike to Keegan Solomon. The 2-0 delivery, this is popped up and hit out to center. Sue over, makes the catch.
Oh.
The throw.
Go!
Now they're going to try to throw it home, and I tell you what, this is wacky. Raiders have just tied it up, and this is Sam Walsh got caught in a mistake as he was courtesy running for Carter Heinrich. He was at second. The fly out to center and the throw home, it was cut off in part by Ben Cooper and ended up rolling back.
Yeah.
Well, Sam Walsh was more than 3/4 of the way to third when the Timberwolves finally noticed it. And so they made the throw to pick him off at second. It goes into center field, and that allowed the run to score. So Sparshew scored on the errant throw to center field, and Sam Walsh advanced to third.
So currently right now the Timberwolves coach is coming out and appealing that Sam Walsh did not tag up. I can guarantee you he tagged up. I saw it myself. Both runners tagged on that play, and it was a mistake on Sam's part by trying to go to third because he ran right into whoever was on third, the Lucas Sparshew. So, and then the ball got thrown away, and Sparshew was able to score. But definitely Sam Walsh did tag up on that, and he should be on third.
So tie ball game as the throw by Bretts goes into center field, so he will be charged with the error. That will be an E2. First offering from Cooper is fouled off by Alepa.
If you are scoring at home, that is not a RBI. The run did score because of the error, the throwing error by the catcher.
Alepa takes for ball one. That will even the count. So sometimes it gets where things are happening so quickly that it's hard to paint the picture while you're looking at it until you see it all unwind. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. That's a nice pitch. 1-2 the count to Alepa. That pitch will go to the backstop, and it was so quick that there was really no opportunity for Walsh to take off. And
here's an interesting. Well, I was going to say here's an interesting situation because I don't believe time was ever called right there. But Sam was unable to take advantage of that.
Two the count to Alepa. Cooper deals. Paints the corner but doesn't get the call, and that will work the count full.
He's really going to have to work hard. I mean, he's working hard now.
That wasn't a bad pitch. It was a nice pitch, and he got away with one. The payoff pitch is cut on and hit foul, and full count to Alepa. Cooper comes set. He deals a fastball. This is a chopper up the middle. Hernandez plays it, and he looks Walsh to third before he makes that throw over. That will go 6-3 on the putout of Alepa.
Looks like the contact play where the runner from third breaks at home as soon as the contact is made. That Coach Crimpine did not have that on.
That will bring up Oscar Salazar. Salazar takes for a strike. He hit into a fielder's choice back in the first. Raiders with the go-ahead run at third. Salazar fouls it off for an 0-2 count. Colby Diaz on deck. The 0-2 delivery, that's in the dirt and goes to the backstop. That will score Walsh. And the Raiders have taken a lead on the wild pitch. One and two, the count to Salazar. Pitch from Cooper, and Salazar caught looking. And Cooper says that's a pitch too late.
Yep.
But the Raiders were able to clear the bases. They score 2 runs on 1 hit. They leave nobody on. After 2, it's your Raiders 3, Cedar Park 2. On to the third we go. Daniel Norris will be back on the mound for the Raiders, and he will face the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Cannon McDonald, Trey Verver, and Adam Vaughn.
Raiders are doing a good job of taking what's given to them. They're not No base running. Well, we had one base running mistake, but it actually ended up in our
in
favor.
our favor. It's, where Sam did
So-
make that mistake and got caught in no man's land. Him making that return back to second, causing the catcher to throw to second and then into center field, that allowed Sparshoe to score.
It's almost, I call it a mistake, but it was an aggressive mistake. And I don't mind aggressive mistakes. Nobody does. It's the routine drop the fly ball, routine let the ball go between your legs. That's the ones that are killers.
Right. Baseball season and chilly nights. You just take it in a couple of more weeks. We'll be wishing we still had these chilly nights.
I know. It's supposed to be 90 on Thursday, I think. Next week.
Cannon McDonald comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1. He singled back in the first and eventually came around to score. As he jumped on the 5th offering of his at-bat. And he takes for ball 1, which has been called a strike in the past.
I was going to say that ball is that pitch is not a consistently called ball or strike tonight.
The 1-0, that's high and outside for ball 2. No, I'm not sure. That's for sure. There's a little bit of inconsistency. But it's both sides. 2-0. And this one's fouled off, and the count will go to 2-1. Got a good turnout here tonight overall.
Agree, yeah. Cedar Park does travel well, and, of course, the Rouse faithful seem to always show up.
The 2-1 cut on and fouled back for the second strike. And that will.
Mr. Alepa, it's even the count.
Oh, you just blew it. All right.
You're no fun.
Count evens at 2. Norris comes set. The 2-2 delivery is cut on and missed. A drop third strike. Heinrich will throw to first to complete the strikeout. And that will do it for Cannon McDonald. That will go down as a K2-3 for out number 1. Trey Verver will come to the plate. He's 0 for 0. He drew the free pass back in the first. He'll take for a ball. The 1-0 pitch is high for ball 2. Nobody on with 1 out here in the top of the third. Raiders leading this one 3-2. The 2-0 delivery. This is cut on and popped up, playable for Sell. And so Forsell and Heinrich both look at each other, and it lands to the left of Heinrich and the right of Forsell.
Neither one of them were
like they
6 feet from it.
I think
so.
I think they may have lost it in the lights.
Maybe. Kind of a high sky tonight, so.
But it lands in foul territory, and that will go to a 2-1 count. The 2-1 from Norris sails high for ball 3. And Verver with a 3-1 count now. Adam Vaughn on deck. The 3-1 delivery misses low for ball 4. And that will bring up Adam Vaughn. Adam laid down a perfect bunt back in the first. And you may look to see him do it again right here. Norris will throw over to first, not in time as Verver dives back in.
Trey Verver on first is a very speedy runner. Wouldn't surprise me if he steals a bag here. Or if he
Throw
tries
over?
to steal a bag.
Not in time, but he does get a big lead. A bigger than normal lead. First pitch from Norris gets the outside corner for a strike.
That was a generous call. That was a, we'll call it a good call for us.
Yes. Nothing in one the count to Vaughn. The throw over to first. Not in time. He gets that left hand in on the bag and just ahead of the tag. The 0-1 is not in time, and this bounces away from Galloway, and nobody's to cover at third. And so now you really would believe that the bunt would come into play. So gets the stolen base, and then you can't credit that an error, I don't think.
I think it's an error, a throwing error. It short hopped Ryan Galloway, so
that would be an E2.
E2, allowing him to go from second to third.
Yep, I think you're right. The 1-1 pitch misses for ball 2.
And Coach Krempine is not pulling in. He just pulled him in at the first and third baseman. Ground ball up the middle will score a run.
The 2-1, that's in the dirt, and squibs away from Heinrich, but just a couple of feet into the batter's box. So Verver will stay at third. 3 balls, 1 strike to Trey Verver. To Adam Vaughn. Trey Verver's at third. Thank you for that correction. I appreciate that. The 3-1 pitch. Wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
Your guess is as good as mine as far as where the strike zone is tonight, but we'll take a couple of them.
That was generous, and that works the count full. So the payoff pitch, this is cut on and hammered out to left. That will score Verver. Well, last time he bunt. Yes, he did.
Yeah, you're right.
I know I am. I wrote it down. Mr. Aleppo up here giving me grief. Hunter Hewitt will come to the plate. Hewitt, a strikeout victim back in the first. Tie ball game, 3-3 here at Raider Field. Throw over to first, not in time, as Vaughn dives back in. Cedar Park has had 2 successful bunts in this game. It's fouled off. Josh Brett's on deck for the Timberwolves. Norris comes set. He takes a look over at first. Vaughn leaning to first. It's interesting. Usually you'll make that throw over if they're leaning more towards second, but he was actually leaning toward first. The 0-1 pitch. This is cut on and hit over to short. This could be two. He'll step on second, and he throws it into the Raider dugout. Which I'm surprised. I'm surprised they didn't award second base as that hit off the Raider dugout and back into the field of play.
Now batting number 23, catcher Josh Brett.
That will go 6U on the putout of Adam Vaughn.
Yeah, there's no error on that play, even though the throw was wild and everything, because he did get an out. He got the force play. So the throw would have, and if he would have doubled him up, the throw would have been good, but there was no error.
Hewitt awarded a fielder's choice, and a wild pitch will send Hewitt to second. Want to know the count to Josh Bretz. Norris takes a look at Hewitt back at second. He'll spin off, and Hewitt will walk the few steps over and step on the bag. The 1-0 is Brett sticks the bat out and fouls it off. That will send Hewitt back to second as he took off on the pitch.
Kind of confused on that. It's bunt and run, but there's 2 outs, and it seems to me like when you're bunting with 2 outs, you got to be bunting for a base hit.
Well, Cedar Park has done it successfully twice.
I know. It's just bunting with 2 outs. You really got to try to bunt for the base hit. You can't. There's no sacrifice there.
So a throw over to second. Sparshoe swears he got him. The umpire says he didn't.
The umpire's going to win that call.
You're going to win that battle.
Yep.
1-1 the count to Brett. The pitch. Again, fouled off, and Brett took off on the pitch. 1-2. 1 on with 2 outs. Timberwolves has scored 1 run and 1 hit in this inning. The long look from Norris. This is hammered out to right. Solomon tracks it, makes the catch, and that will do it. Fly out to right to end the inning. That the Timberwolves score 1 run on 1 hit, 1 left on. After 2.5, we're all tied up here at Raider Field, 3-3. Ben Cooper back out on the mound for the Timberwolves to pitch the third. And he will face Diaz, Templeton, and Forsell to get things started here in the third. Just to give everyone a heads up, if you have wondered and tried to view the game after the stream, say like on the next day after, and you're unable to see it, that is because Coach Crimpine has requested that these games be set to private so that they can't be scouted out prior to district games, and typically he does that for the playoffs. But as tight as this district is, as competitive as this district is, and the Raiders are not the only team to do that. Georgetown has done that as well. So that is the reason that that he has requested that.
You just can't take the chance of giving anybody an advantage, a free advantage in this district. It's too close and there's too competitive. I support Coach's request, and one thing I can tell you is these broadcasts are saved, and they will be available after the season has concluded.
Absolutely.
So.
Now stepping up to the plate for your Raiders, number 17, third baseman, Colby Diaz.
And Colby Diaz comes to the plate to get things started for the Raiders in the third. Templeton on deck. Cooper from the windup as he deals inside for ball one.
Continue to make him work. He's 53 pitches in.
1-0 misses low for ball two.
And has thrown 27 strikes. So 54 pitches in and 27 strikes. So right at about the 50% mark.
The 2-0. And that was the same pitch as the previous. He calls this one a strike. The 2-1, and that misses low for a ball.
Typically when a pitcher hits about 65% strike ratio, he's doing pretty well. Anything in the 70s, and he's starting to be lights out.
3-1 misses outside for ball four, and for the second consecutive inning, Cooper has issued a leadoff walk.
Here comes a mound visit. And maybe a new pitcher.
Brian Templeton will come to the plate. Templeton hitting to a fielder's choice. Am I smelling Skittles? I am smelling Skittles. No. That would send me into a sugar overdose, buddy. I haven't had sugar in so long, and don't tell him what he'd do to me. One thing I haven't done is I haven't drank a soda or any carbonated beverage in 2 years.
That's fantastic. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
I cannot say the same. I enjoy my Diet Dr. Pepper or Diet Ginger Ale some nights.
Oh, I do love ginger ale, and I was a big fan of Dr. Pepper prior to the significant amount of weight that I've been able to drop. Number 18, Trey Hibbets, will come on in relief of Ben Cooper. Cooper goes 2 innings. But the game is tied, so I guess he still is on the hook if that run scores.
Yeah, he's
first.
He's responsible for that runner at first, the walk that he just gave up. But,
all right.
So Ben Cooper went 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, 3 runs. None of them are earned because he had 3 errors behind him. And he gave up 3 walks and hit a batter as well. 2 strikeouts on the night.
And those strikeout victims were Oscar Salazar and Ryan Galloway. That's the cool thing about keeping the scorebook. So it allows me to be able to tell you in real time what these guys have done. The only thing is that I don't have access to their batting averages. Brian Templeton will stand in. 1 on with no outs here in the bottom of the third as Trey Hibbets has come on in relief of Ben Cooper. Hibbets deals. This is cut on and hit over to Hott at third. And he will get the force at second base. That will go 5-4. And Templeton will get a fielder's choice, get on virtue of fielder's choice.
Nice play by Gunnar Absek over at second, trying to dig that ball out. It was definitely took him off the starting to take him off the bag, and he stuck his foot there and still made the catch. Difficult catch.
Drew Forcell comes to the plate as he takes for ball 1.
Now we have to start all over and start with this pitcher and start making Trey Hibbets work. And
so Forcell drew a walk back in the first, and he cuts on this one foul, and that will even the count at 1. One ball, one strike with 1 on. A runner at first in Brian Templeton. Swung on and missed for strike 2.
I think Drew might have been a little bit ahead of that one. He needs to let the ball fly just a little bit more.
A little bit of change with Hibbets up there. Both pitchers were right-handers, but this pitcher quite a bit shorter than Cooper was. The 1-2, that's in the dirt. The throw back to first from the catcher, not in time, as he tried to back pick and was unsuccessful. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Drew Forcell. Ryan Galloway on deck for the Raiders. Hibbets from the stretch. He deals high for a ball, and Forcell works the count full. You know, Forcell has done really well. He's really worked pitchers deep into counts and has got some timely hits. The payoff pitch, that's high for ball 4. And the second free walk of the inning, or second free pass. Ryan Galloway, he's 0 for 1. He got caught looking back in the first and on a questionable inside pitch right at the knees. Right on the knees. In fact, if he had bent a little more, he'd been hit by it. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Runners at first and second. Offering from Hibbets, that's bunted foul down the right field line.
Yeah, if he keeps that fair, that's probably a base hit with Ryan's speed at the plate. And none of the runners were going to get thrown out at that. It just was going to be just a bit foul.
0-2. The count to Galloway. The pitch, swing and a miss, and that will do it. 2 away for Lucas Sparshew. Sparshew, a free pass recipient, back in the second. He's yet to record an at-bat, so he is 0 for 0. Carter Heinrich on deck. First offering is in the dirt. The throw goes into center field, but Templeton had dove back in, so he was on the ground as it was sailing over his head, so unable to advance on the overthrow to center field. pitch was a ball to Sparshoe. So 1-0 the count. This is hit third, and the Raiders will have the bases loaded as Haught had no play anywhere. It took him into the dirt, so that will go down as an infield hit for Lucas Sparshoe.
Yeah, there was really no play for the third baseman there. He just wisely put the ball in his back pocket and
sat on it.
And sat on it.
Sometimes that just happens that way. That's
Sometimes
baseball.
that's the best play.
Yeah.
You know.
That will bring up Carter Heinrich. He's 1 for 1. He singled to left his previous at bat. So he takes outside for a ball.
Really got to be patient here. Good at bat. Be patient though. Get your pitch to hit.
One and 0 the count. Pitch to Heinrich down and away for ball 2.
Now Carter should be looking right down the middle for a nice fastball. He should be just looking right there. Just drive something right up the middle.
Hibbets comes set. He deals. This is cut on. This is hit deep in the gap. The throw over to first will not be in time. He was safe, and that will score Templeton. And the Raiders take the lead. And the bases are still loaded.
Another base hit, infield base hit there. Shortstop Ryder Hernandez did show off a pretty strong arm there, being almost taken into shallow left field, still making the throw, but Carter Heinrich.
It was more of an arcing throw than it was a down the line throw. Solomon will take for strike.
Strike one.
0-1 the count. Pitch from Hibbets. This is lined to second. Absek over. He makes the catch, and that will do it for the Raider third. But the Raiders score 1 run on 2 hits. They leave the bases loaded. On to the 4th we go. Raiders leading this one 4-3 over the Cedar Park Timberwolves.
I believe we have a pitching change.
And on pitcher for the Raiders, number 11, Blake Gonzalez.
Looks like Blake Gonzalez is going to be taking the mound.
Gonzalez, a sophomore. Got a bright future ahead of him for the Raiders.
Absolutely. He's been helping with both pitching duties and second base. Understand that he can play both middle infield and even some of the outfield too. So
I know he's played
good
out
guy.
in right before.
Yep.
Due up for the Timberwolves will be the 9-1 and 2 hitters, Darian Sue, Cade Haught, and Gunnar Absek.
That closes the book on Daniel Norris. He goes 3 innings, had 4 hits, gave up 3 runs. All 3, 2 of the 3 were earned runs, 3 walks and 4 strikeouts.
So this is going to have to be a platoon effort. For both teams. Sue grounded out to short his first at bat. So he faces Gonzalez and takes for ball one. The 1-0 pitch. This is cut on and hit foul. And that will even the count. Breaking ball gets the outside corner. Again, a generous
Strike 2.
pitch.
Yeah.
So 1-2.
Catcher
The
thought
count.
that was strike 3, so he was going to throw it around, but it is only strike 2. Whoops.
Yeah, that's the one guy that really needs to know the count. This is 1-2. This is a liner back to Forcell. And that will do it for Darian Sue.
Number 5, third base, Katie.
That will bring up Cade Hott. He's 1 for 1. He's singled and walked. And he reached on a bunt. As he takes for a ball. Pitch well up out of the zone. This was cut on. This is going to go out of play, but that's a long strike. 1-1. The count for Cade Hott. One pitch. This is cut on and hit out to center. Jake Alepa takes about 5 or 6 steps over, makes the catch, and that will do it for Mr. Hott.
Now batting number 13, Gunnar Absent.
That will bring up Gunnar Absek. He's 0 for 1. He struck out, and he reached on an error by the pitcher. First offering, a swing and a miss on a nice breaking ball.
That was nasty. That was his best pitch of the night so far.
Just needed to get dialed in. The 0-1, a fastball. This is hit out to left. That'll be a base hit.
That's what the batter was expecting the first pitch.
Number 14, shortstop, Ryder Hernandez.
Now that's where you start getting into the dangerous part of the order, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters.
Yep.
It's like I'm holding it steady, but my voice goes like that long.
Gonzalez from the stretch. He puts it in the dirt, and that'll send Absek down to second base as it squibs away from Heinrich, and he has to move around Hernandez. Hernandez does not have to move out of the box to accommodate the catcher. 1-1 the count. As I just called it.
Yeah.
I predicted that strike. I want y'all to know that.
If I don't know that Carter could move Ryder out of the box.
The 1-1 delivery. This is hit up the middle to center. Absek will. He comes in safe. As Heinrich was off the bag. I mean, he was even with the plate. That'll be a single for Hernandez, and he'll get second on the throw home.
It's a good throw by Jake. He hit the cutoff man, exactly what you want to do. Close play at the home, and it's all good. Good baseball there.
Cannon McDonald will take for a strike. And again, this game is tied back up. Gonzalez deals this one, and it's ruled fair as it lands on the line. And he's going to leg this out into a triple. And the Timberwolves have taken the lead 5-4. That will bring up Trey Verver. Verver has walked twice. And he'll take for a ball. And that pitch misses for ball 2. Gonzalez comes set. The 2-0 delivery. This is cut on and hit out of play. Raiders have activity going in the bullpen. I think it's James Hunt. 21?
Yeah, that looks like James.
Two and one the count to Verver. Pitch fouled off, and that'll even the count at 2.
Blake does need to be careful here. Trey has multiple home runs on the season. I'm guessing 3 home runs so far, so he has the power.
The 2-2 pitch misses inside for ball 3, and the count works full. One on with 2 outs. Runner at third. Gonzalez comes set. He deals. This is cut on and hit out to left. Salazar over to catch it, and it comes out of his glove. That will score a run. And that will go down as an E7.
That ball was hit very hard. I wonder if it kind of knuckled and got into one of these light stands.
I just think he turned his glove down and was unsure of how to try to make that catch, but it hit in his glove. Timberwolves have extended their lead by 2 as Adam Vaughn will check his swing and hold up for a ball. The 1-0 count, swing and a miss for a strike. The pitch, this is cut on and hit out to right. Solomon tracks it, makes the catch, and that will end it for the Timberwolves in the 4th, but the damage is done. They scored 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 left on. After 3.5, it's 6-4 Cedar Park. I know it's got 9 hits for Cedar Park on there, but I only have 7 in my book.
Yeah, Game Changer has 7 as well. Not sure what the...
I don't know about our scoreboard operator.
What the scoreboard operators...
I think we need to maybe dock some pay or something. Well, see what I mean? Oh, my goodness. Fun in the press box, folks. We like to have it here. Yeah, I missed the bottle cap game that you were playing earlier. Well, I liked it. It kind of reminded me of that old song by Hank Snow, Pop the Top Again.
Now batting for Rouse Raiders, number 6, Jake Aleppa.
An old country song. Maybe not. Jake Aleppa will be leading off the fourth for the Raiders. He's been hit by a pitch and grounded to short. He will take for a strike. Trey Hibbett's back on the mound for the Timberwolves. Pitch misses low for a ball, and that will even the count. The 1-1 pitch. This is a grounder to second. Absek has it. A throw over in time, and that will do it for Aleppa. 4-3 on the putout of Aleppa, and that will bring up Oscar Salazar. Ibbett's from the windup. Pitch high and outside is he lost the handle on the curveball. The 1-0. This is cut on and hit out to left. This will be a base hit for Salazar. And just the composure that Salazar shows. I mean, folks, this guy is a freshman, and he is a 14-year-old freshman.
Yeah, he's
an extremely young freshman. He will not turn 15 until October, folks. So this kid could be in the 8th grade.
He's definitely a talent for years. For the next 3 years, he's going to be here. So
Diaz will take for a strike that was well up out of the zone. Salazar shows a lot of composure that you would see in upperclassmen. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Templeton on deck, 1 on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Your Raiders trailing by 2, 6-4. Pitch from Hibbets as Diaz is rung up on strikes. And we're back to the point where Raiders have their best success with 2 outs. That isn't what you typically hear, but
that's just how the season's gone.
That's how it's gone.
Yeah.
Trey Hibbett's from the stretch. Salazar takes off to second. The throw will go into center field. It was not a good throw from Brett's, as it was about 10 feet to the first base side of the bag.
The tough pitch for Brett's to get any kind of good throw on. He short hopped it on the left-handed batter's box. Good stolen base by Oscar.
1-0 the count to Templeton. Hibbets deals high for ball 2. And again, you just don't know whether that pitch right there is going to be called a strike or not.
Yeah, you don't know.
I mean, it's up out of the zone, but he's called it a strike previously. The 2-0 delivery. This is fouled off for a strike. Count goes to 2-1.
Salazar took off for third there. Looked like it might have been a hit and run play called by Coach Crimpine.
Drew Forsell on deck. Tying run at the plate. Pitch from Hibbets. Breaking ball inside for ball 3. And the count goes to 31. Hibbets takes a look at Salazar and then comes home. This is, oh my goodness, what an outstanding play by Ryder Hernandez on a pitch that looked like it was, or a hit that looked like it was going to go up over his outstretched hand, and he manages to make the catch. And that will do it for the Raider fourth. That will go line out to 6. No runs on one hit, one left on. On to the 5th we go. Raiders trailing by 2.
Yeah, Brian hit that ball right on the screws. Can't ask for anything better than that. The Ryder just got a really good jump off of it, saw the ball right off the bat, and made a good play. So, good baseball. Move on to the next inning, right?
Right. So it was he caught it glove side. That's where it was hit too.
Yeah.
But he had to make the run over to make the catch, and he did an outstanding effort of doing so. Due up for the Raiders in their, for the Timberwolves in the 5th will be Hewitt, Brett, and Sue. Blake Gonzalez back out to pitch the 5th. Are we not allowed to play that? I don't see a problem with it. Listen to some of the rap songs they play. It's a lot worse than that.
Oh. It said the word beer. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Hunter Hewitt will come to the plate. He's hit into a fielder's choice and struck out. Gonzalez deals it. This is hit up the middle to Sparshoe. The throw over to first is in time, and that will do it for Hewitt. 1 pitch, 1 out. 6-3 goes the put out. And that will bring up the catcher, Josh Bretz. Bretz is 0 for 2. He has grounded to second and flown out to right. Gonzalez deals an inside fastball for strike 1. The 0-1, he shows bunt, lays off, and that will even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Josh Bretz. The 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, and he wishes he had that back.
Yeah, he didn't want to swing at that offering. Obviously, the ball's in the dirt, but didn't. I'm thinking he didn't see the ball very well out of Blake's hands.
The 1-2, this is cut on and fouled back. It's one of those kinds of things where they say, talk to themselves like, I can't believe I just swung at that.
Yeah.
It's like, what made that cheese look so good that I wanted to chase after it? It's like the mouse that got caught in the trap. The 1-2 pitch from Gonzalez swung on and missed for strike 3, and that will do it for Josh Bretz in the 5th. And that will bring up the number 9 hitter, Darian Sue. He's 0 for 2. He is grounded to short and lined to first. First pitch for ball. 1-0 delivery, a fastball low for ball 2.
Nice pitch. Nice pitch there. Dropped in the curveball.
2-1 the count. 2-1 pitch. This is lined up to first. Forsell will play it, and that will go 3-U. And for the first time tonight, the Timberwolves go down in order.
Yeah, real nice job by Blake Gonzalez pitching there.
No runs. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No runs on no hits. Nobody left on. And on to the bottom of the 5th we go. Rouse trailing by 2.
A couple of strikeouts for him. Is that right?
Yes.
Two strikeouts and a weakly hit ground ball. Perfect. Good inning.
Let's see. He's got a ground out, a strikeout, and an
he had
unassisted
a ground
out.
So
yeah.
the one strikeout. Okay.
Right. And then in the
inning.
previous inning, he had a fly out, 2 flyouts, and a liner to first.
Okay.
Due up for the Raiders in the 5th, Forsell, Galloway, and Sparshew. So it's through the part of the order where the Raiders have seemed to have the most success. Mm-hmm. Yep, you had back-to-back, a triple and a home run.
Headed up for the Raiders, number 1, first baseman, Forsell.
No, boys love their mamas. Boys don't say that about their mamas, at least not publicly. The first offering is cut on and hit foul down the left field side, and that'll be a strike for Drew Forsell. Trey Hibbets pitching the 5th for the Timberwolves. The 0-1, that's in the dirt for ball 1. That'll even the count. The 1-1 delivery, that's outside for ball 2. Interesting to see how the Lady Raiders are doing against the Eastview Patriots tonight, as they're playing adjacently to us. Little off-speed pitch in for strike 2, and that will even the count 2-2. Brett gives the sign, and Hibbets deals outside to the fence for ball 3, and Forsell, for the 3rd time tonight, has worked into a full count. He is 0 for 0, believe it or not, and has back-to-back walks. Hibbets winds, and the payoff pitch comes on. This is cut on and hit up the middle. It's out of the glove of Hernandez, but that will be a base hit for Drew Forsell. It was hit deep in the gap, and it was a laser.
It's a fantastic at-bat again, maybe making the pitcher work to a full count and then hitting the ball, smoking the ball over to the shortstop. No play there. Absolutely no play.
If it was college or the pros, they probably would have called that an error.
Maybe. I don't know. He left his feet. That's pretty tough.
That's a hit in my book, too, as Galloway takes for a strike. Galloway represents the tying run at the plate. Lucas Sparshoe on deck. Galloway pops this one up. It's playable.
He dropped it. He dropped it.
Hewitt dropped it. Most likely was either lost it in the lights or he was afraid of hitting the wall.
That was about 6 inches from the fence, right at the gate right there. So tough play. Understand why he dropped it.
0-2 the count to Galloway. Swing and a miss. And that's the hat trick on Galloway tonight, as he has struck out 3 times in a row. Caught looking and struck out swinging twice. That will bring up Lucas Sparshoe. Sparshoe's 1 for 1. He has a walk and a single. The first pitch offered is a strike as it gets the outside corner down and away. Wouldn't have been a good pitch to swing at anyway.
No, that was just a good pitcher's pitch right there. So live for another one.
Forsell extending his lead over at first. Just cut on and hit back up the middle. This was an error, but I don't know that it was Ryder Hernandez that was the error, or if Absek took his eyes off the ball.
My personal opinion is that Ryder threw that ball first of all, if there's a thing, he threw it too fast and it was real close distance. Not able to, the second baseman was not able to react to it, and it was not on target either. That's just my opinion on it. But
fielder's choice.
Yeah. I'd throw a throwing error on it, but
for the hit, and then an E6. A little blooper, and that'll get 1 out in the fielder's choice.
Number 3, Keegan Solomon.
Okay, so this next play, did you see it?
No,
Okay,
I
so it was
missed
a
that.
fielder's choice to the third baseman. He threw to second to get the runner at second. I believe that was Sparshoe.
Okay, so that
So it
went
went
5-4.
5-4, correct.
5-4 on the put out of Sparshoe. And that'll put runners on the corners for Keegan Solomon. First pitch in for a strike. Solomon representing the go-ahead run. As Bretz calls time, and he gives his first and third sign.
Looks like Sam Walsh is in for a courtesy runner.
0-1. The count to Solomon. Swing and a miss for strike 2, and he was swinging for the fences, baby.
Yeah.
He spun so much that the umpires got to go clean the plate off.
He got his money's worth up there, that's for sure.
By the way, did you get the paint to coach? Or is it still sitting at the house? Oh, the white paint is still sitting in Michael Eppe's house. No? Where's it? Oh, it's sitting at Lowe's. Oh, he's got to go pick it up. Nothing into the count to Solomon.
Keegan should be looking to hit the ball right up the middle. Just not do too much with this.
Pitch from Hibbets swung on and missed, and
Okay, so it was a foul ball. It was okay, so this is what happened. It was a foul ball, and it went into between the catcher's protective chest protector and his body, lodging the ball. Therefore, he's saying he caught the ball on a foul tip third strike, and the umpire is saying you cannot do that. That is not a legal play. So.
That's against the spirit of the law. Let's go.
right.
You cannot use. I mean, it's kind of like using your hat to catch a ball. You can't put your hat out, and you can only catch a ball with your glove.
Here we go.
So Keegan lives to see another pitch here.
So he's just saying that's not a catch.
It's not a catch. You can't catch it with any other equipment other than your glove or your hands. You can catch the ball with your bare hand, or you can catch your ball with your glove. But if you try to catch the ball with your hat or any other piece of your uniform with your shirt, that sort of stuff, you can't do it. It's not a legal baseball play.
So Solomon gets. They're trying to work it where he can get home.
Yep, he did.
And that will do it. And that will do it. So Walsh plays the rabbit and manages to get Forsell home as he goes into rabbit mode and ends up getting back to the bag safely. Wow. We will take it. Talk about a turn of events right here for sure.
Get the runs any way you can.
And that will get the Raiders within one.
That was a heads-up play by Walsh. That was a play that Krimpine wanted to run.
This one is hit to left but goes foul. Solomon gets a piece of it.
Also, Walsh showed a lot of speed right there. Speed and agility.
He really did, because
Yeah.
he was surrounded by Timberwolves. That pitch gets the outside corner, and Solomon caught looking for strike three. That will do it for the Raider fifth. They get one run on one hit. They leave one on. On to the sixth we go. Raiders trailing by one, 6-5.
I would say that Solomon did not appreciate that call.
I would say that's true, but it was close enough to that corner. You got to be swinging at least.
Can't leave it to the umpire here, especially tonight here. So.
I got a cough button. Just kidding.
Michael Eppa, did you say that Georgetown won?
Yes.
What was the score?
5-2.
5. Georgetown. We're getting a report that Georgetown did win tonight, 5-2 over Liberty Hill. So that would give the Raiders a little bit of help in the standings. If they were to come back and win this game, it would be they would actually jump Liberty Hill in the standings.
Blake Gonzalez out to pitch the sixth. He will face the top of the order, Haught, Absek, and Hernandez.
Starting off for the Timberwolves, number 5, Cade.
Haught is 1 for 2. He has walked, singled, and flown out to center. First offering from Gonzalez. He bunts off. This one was playable, but unfortunately Colby Diaz was not able to glove it. And that will be an E5.
Absent.
E5, as it will not be credited as a hit. And that will bring up Gunnar Absek. One thing you can say about Haught, he manages to get on base. And he is very aggressive on the base path.
He sure is. He's definitely got wheels.
You give him an inch, he'll take a mile. This one fouled off by Absek for a strike. Haught has shown his speed tonight as he already has one bunt for a hit, but Diaz got his glove on this one, so he gets charged with the error. Swing and a miss for strike 2. One on with no outs here in the top of the 6th. Pitch from Gonzalez outside for ball 1. Do have activity going in the Raider bullpen. Like James Hunt is getting loose once more. Throw over to first, not in time. Ryder Hernandez on deck. Absek is 1 for 2. He is struck out. This one hit out to right. Solomon tracks it, makes the catch, and Haught will return to first. Hernandez is 1 for 3. He is struck out, grounded to third, and singled. Throw to first. Not in time. I'll tell you what, that was a frozen rope over there.
Oh, he's got a good move.
Swung on and missed a breaking ball that was up out of the zone.
Ryder is being a little too aggressive there.
And it wasn't really a cover swing.
That's and his coach is saying, hey, don't do too much. You know, you can he can do better up there than that. But good pitch by Blake Gonzalez.
Nothing in 1, the count to Hernandez. Haught at first base. He reached on an error earlier in the inning. Laid down a bunt that Colby Diaz was unable to get a hold of. Another breaking ball cut on and missed by Hernandez. The 0-2 pitch, this is popped up, playable. Drew Forcell makes the catch, and that will do it for Ryder in the 5th.
Blake made easy work of Ryder Hernandez, and you know that's a very dangerous hitter. So good job for Blake.
Well, this guy got a triple off of him
the
last time up. Gonzalez comes set. He deals. This was hit out toward right center. This is going to drop in, and this will score Haught. And McDonald picks up his second triple of the night. That will bring up Trey Verver as Cedar Park extends its lead by 2. And Coach Crimpine calls time, and he's probably going to see a change. Usually when he makes his way out, he's bringing somebody with him. And indeed he does. Blake Gonzalez will be relieved by James Hunt. Really got to give a tip of the hat to Blake Gonzalez. He kind of has that shaky 4th, but he comes back in the 5th and does a good job. He goes 3 up, 3 down, and then, you know, he's doing well here in the 6th, but he gets that 2nd out, and he runs into Cannon McDonald again and gives up that triple, which I've been writing down in the wrong inning. How about that? I believe I'll make that correction while I'm and McDonald jumped on the first pitch and took it all the way to the right field fence. And sometimes you just run into a batter that has a pitcher's number.
Absolutely. Yep.
You know, they're able
Tough.
to get through every other batter, but they got that one batter that just manages to have their number.
Yeah, they see the ball differently out of the hand of each pitcher, and you know, he was very comfortable up there.
You know, he got rung up back in the 3rd against Daniel Norris, but other than that, he was 3 for 4 on the night.
Ooh.
That's what you get with the cleanup hitter.
Yeah. That's why he's batting 4th, right?
So Trey Verver will step in as he will face James Hunt. He's drawn a walk and drawn 2 walks and reached on an error. Hunt comes set. He deals a curveball across the plate for a strike. Got activity going in the Raider bullpen. Looks like Logan Smith starting to get loose. The 0-1. This is cut on and fouled off for strike 2. Raiders need 1 out to get out of the inning. They have given up 1 run in this inning. The 0-2 down and away for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes to Trey Verver. Breaking pitch. Misses for ball 2. That will even up the count. You really got to give a tip of the hat to Carter Heinrich to keep that ball in front of him. Keeps McDonald at third base. The 2-2 from Hunt, a curveball. This is hit out towards right center. Keegan Solomon over and makes the catch. And that will do it for the Timberwolves 6th. If they get 1 run on 1 hit, and the sad thing about it is that was that runner that reached on the error.
Yep.
On the
little bunt.
On the error by Colby Diaz. They get 1 run on 1 hit, 1 left on. After 5.5, it's 7-5 Cedar Park.
It's all about making the routine plays. Can we make them? That one we weren't able to, and it came back to bite us a little bit.
Trey Hibbett's back on the mound for the Timberwolves. He will face Alepa, Salazar, and Diaz. Jake Alepa is due. I'll tell you what he's due. He's been hit by a pitch. He's grounded to short and to second. Oscar Salazar on deck. Hibbett's from the windup. As he deals, pitch gets the outside corner for strike 1. Bretz gives the sign, and the 0-1 pitch that's fouled off for strike 2. And that was in on the hands. The 0-2, this is hit back up the middle. It bounces away from Absek, and that is going to go down as an E4.
Coming up to the Raiders, number 8, Oscar Salazar.
And once again, Raiders have gotten the leadoff runner on. This one by virtue of an error.
Oh, that wasn't a hit.
Let's tie it up right here. Let's go ahead.
Oscar Salazar will come to the plate. Throw over to first, not in time. Salazar is struck out looking. Hit into a fielder's choice and singled. He takes for a strike. Nothing and 1 the count to Salazar. 1 on with no outs here in the top or the bottom of the 6th. Hibbets comes set. He deals. This one's cut on. Oh, a liner back to Hewitt. He makes the catch, steps on the bag, and does an unassisted double play.
Bad luck. Bad luck. I mean, that ball's another foot up off the ground, and it gets over, and we're off to the races. So
that will go L3 3U on the double play. And that will bring up Colby Diaz. Diaz will hit this one through, deep to short, and he will easily beat it out. And it goes into the Raider dugout, and he is awarded second base. So that will be a single. And a ground rule
Now batting, number
awarded base.
Brian Templeton.
oh, we're going to get a pinch runner for Colby. That might be Sam Walsh again,
It is Sam Walsh.
the running specialist.
Well, he's brought in 2 runs
He's had a really good game on the base pass.
by his antics on the base paths. That will bring up Brian Templeton. And he'll take for a ball on a pitch that's been called a strike.
Yeah, that's
several times.
Cedar Park faithful are
They're
barking
saying
at the umpire.
Yeah, they're saying the same thing we are. Hibbets comes set. He checks Walsh at second. He's going to come home with it. This is cut on and hit down the left field line foul for strike one. Drew Forsell on deck. Betts gives a sign. Hibbets takes a look back. And he comes home. Gets Templeton on the shoulder.
Yep.
That will bring up Drew Forsell. And Forsell has had quite a night at the plate. He walked twice and singled.
I'm shocked they're not pinch running for Brian Templeton right now.
Hibbets deals outside, down and away for ball one to Drew Forsell. Drew's a dangerous hitter. I mean, he's hit
absolutely.
triples.
Yeah.
You know, he's got power. And he sees the ball extremely well. The 1-0, that's high and outside for ball two. Hibbets toes in. Colin Correjo on deck. The 2-0 is cut on and fouled back to the fence. And Forsell in a 2-1 count. The pitch from Hibbets. That's another one of those head scratchers, but he's rung up for a strike on a pitch that was low and inside.
That's all I can say is on that one.
Yeah, we do that from
man.
time to time. Swing and a miss, and that will.
Foul
No,
ball.
he got a foul. He got a piece of it. And thank goodness he did. Hibbets shakes off the sign as he run through the battery. The 2-2 pitch down and away, and for the fourth straight time, Forsell has worked into a 3-2 count.
Here we go, buddy.
Walsh extends his lead a second. Hibbets takes a look over. He comes home with it. The fastball down the middle. Forsell fouls it off, and it's on top. It's on top of the batting cages.
That is exactly where it's at.
It is. Full count to Forsell. Hibbets takes a long look in. He looks at Walsh. He comes home, a pitch down and away, ball four.
Fantastic at bat. Again, just showing his senior leadership right there.
That is Forsell's third walk of the night.
Number 34, Colin Correjo.
Looks like a pitching change is coming.
He's making the slow walk out. As we're awaiting what's happening, so.
Pinch hitter Colin Correjo is a sophomore, another talented sophomore that we have here.
Looks like we got a pinch runner in. Number 12
Oh,
Is that Joe Sparshoe?
That is Joe Sparshoe, correct.
Joe Sparshoe. Pinch running for Brian Templeton. Bases are loaded for the third time tonight for the Raiders. And unfortunately, they have not been able to capitalize. And that will bring up the lefty, Colin Correjo, hitting for Ryan Galloway.
Yeah, here comes the next. They were just stalling. That's all it was. So now they have to take him out, I believe.
That's it. That will do it for Trey Hibbets.
Oh, Trey Verver coming in to pitch.
So Verver, the left fielder, will come in relief. And we'll see who heads out to left.
Trey Verver's kind of Cedar Park's closer / relief specialist. He's come in late in the games most of the
number
time.
24 has come in. 24. And that is Julian Swift. And I'm not sure where they're going to place him yet. I'm assuming he is going to go to left field. Okay, Julian's going to third, and 13 is headed out to Gunnar Absek, and so I'm assuming that Cade Hott went to second.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay. All right, so Julian Swift. Gunnar Absek is 5. Cade Hott. And Gunnar Absek is out to left.
Ball one on that first pitch.
Ball one to Colin Correjo as I was making adjustments on my lineup sheet. As Correjo gets a piece of it and fouls it off. Count evens up at 1. Lucas Sparshoe on deck. Bases loaded. Verver winds and comes home high for ball 2. Interesting that he's going from the windup.
Yeah.
The 2-1, swing and a miss, and that was going to be a strike no matter what.
Pretty sure Trey is going to just throw heat. Fastball here, so Colin needs to be looking fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Correjo. The 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. And Verver gets him out of the jam. Raiders get no runs on 1 hit, 3 left on. After 6 complete, it's 7-5 Cedar Park. Due up for the Timberwolves in the 7th. That's going to be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Adam Vaughn, Hunter Hewitt, and Josh Bretz. And there's probably not a weak spot in that order.
No, they're all very dangerous. Ryan Galloway re-enters the game, going back to second base.
Be nice.
No, that's not what I'm laughing.
James Hunt back in to pitch the 7th for the Raiders. Raiders need to work through the bottom half of this order with due diligence.
Yeah, no more damage, no more runs. Get out of this inning and get back up and try to pick away at Trey Verver. They're gonna need to get to Trey.
Raiders, when they come back up, they're at the bottom of the order, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Logan Smith getting loose. Adam Vaughn will come to the plate. He is 2 for 3. He has 2 singles and a fly out to right. He takes for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Vaughn. It was cut on and hit foul. That will even up the count, 1-1. This is cut on and hit out to right center. This will be 1, maybe 3. It's going to be a triple for Adam Vaughn.
Adams had himself a night as well.
As he tattooed that ball.
No, absolutely.
He hit it right in the gap. That will bring up Hunter Hewitt. Hewitt's 0 for 2. Let's see, he takes for strike 1. He has struck out, hit into a fielder's choice, and grounded to short. The 0-1. This is cut out and
terrible
bounces over the shortstop into left center. He's gonna come in with a double. And that will score Adam Vaughn.
That's a tough hop for
Cedar Park.
Yeah.
Takes the lead, or extends the lead by 3. And that will bring up Josh Bretz. Takes for strike 1.
Yeah, I was saying that's just a tough hop for Lucas.
Oh, it really
Sparshu.
was.
And that's base hit all the way, and I'm not sure that Jay Galeppa in center field was thinking that it would get through. So it's tough play all the way around.
Hewitt will advance on the pitch and pick up a stolen base. The pitch that went in the dirt in front of Heinrich.
Infield comes in to cut down the run. Can't give up any more runs.
Pitch from Hunt is fouled off. And Brett's in a 1-2 count. Pitch down and away.
Nope, it's got a 1-2 count
that's
now.
what I thought. Y'all both had 1 and 2, and I had only 2 strikes. So 1 and 2 the count. 1-2 pitch.
Oh,
So lined up the middle, and gets off the glove of Sparshoe. That will score another run, and Cedar Park leads this one by 4.
you know, the ball just gets there so much faster when you pull the defense in, when you pull the infield in on the grass. But you have to try to cut down the run there.
It's going to be a pitching change. Logan Smith will come on in relief of James Hunt, and Hunt was unable to record an out in this inning. As Cedar Park has just taken advantage.
So I wonder if the coach for Cedar Park, he was putting up a left-handed batter, and now that we're putting in Logan Smith, a left-handed pitcher, if he was questioning whether Tyler DeVolder, the left-handed batter for Cedar Park, was actually announced and put into the game, because he might want to have a right-handed lefty matchup versus the lefty-lefty matchup. But it looks like Tyler DeVolder was put into the game, actually, so he will hit. He either has to hit or he has to come out for the game for the entirety of the game and not even get to see a pitch.
Logan Smith has come on in relief of James Hunt. Smith, the 4th pitcher of the night for the Raiders. DeVolder takes for a ball on a pitch down and away. Pitch in for a strike, and that pitch had a lot of movement on it.
Oh, yeah. Logan is another lefty where he just he throws a crooked ball.
Pitch misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Brett extends his lead. He takes off and throw to first, throw to second in time. And that will do it for Mr. Bretts as he was caught stealing. That will go 1, 3,
6, yeah.
3,
6.
6.
That went to Sparshoe.
Pitch misses for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to Tyler DeVolder. Pitch down the middle for strike 2, and Smith works it full.
To me, it looked like Brett's was just going on first movement.
The payoff pitch is down and away for ball 4.
Going. Now batting number 5, Cade.
All right, we have a.
Darian Sue coming back in to run for himself.
Oh, that is right. So Darian Sue is coming back.
Re-enters.
Yeah, re-enters and is much faster than Tyler DeVolder. We'll just say it the way it is.
All right. Well, he did that because Sue was 0 for 3 on the night. Raiders trailing this one by 4. Pitch from Logan Smith outside for ball 1 as he is facing Cade Haught. Haught has a walk, a single, a fly out to center, and reached on an error. The thing you can say about this guy, if you watch Moneyball, what's the thing he does?
Now, on base percentage.
Gets on base.
Gets on base. That's all you need.
The 1-0 misses low for ball 2. Two and 0 the count. 1 on with 1 out. With Logan Smith on the mound. 2-0, swung on and missed for strike 2. Or strike 1, sorry. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking, folks. Wishful thinking.
Oh, that's great.
Sue extends his lead at first. A throw over. Not in time as Sue will take a couple of steps back to get on the bag. And Cade Haught will stand back in. The 2-1 delivery. That's outside for ball 3. The pitch from Smith. This is hit out to center. Jake Alepa steps up, makes the catch. And that will be out number 2. And that will bring up Gunnar Absek. First offering from Smith. This is fouled off for a strike. We're in the 7th inning of this ball game, but on Tuesday night we were still in the 5th at this juncture in time.
Yeah, that took a long game. That was a long game.
That game went nearly 3 hours. I believe 2 hours and 40-something minutes, I think.
Ooh.
2 strikes to Gunnar Absek. Darian Sue at first base. 2 away. This is lined over the glove of Ryan Galloway, and Colby Diaz safely gets the ball as it's thrown back in, and the throw back in will get Absek over to second base. He'll be awarded the single. Cedar Park with runners at second and third for Ryder Hernandez. Hernandez takes for ball 1. Hernandez is 1 for 4 on the night. The 1-0 pitch. Oh,
They called him a
called
balk.
a balk. And that will score run number 10. And what was a close contest has just opened up. 1-0. It is fouled off.
I believe what the umpire said on the balk was that his front foot came up and then it hit the ground, and then it was like a double step. So that counts as a balk.
This is lined to Galloway at second, and he loses it. That will score another run. And that will go as an E4. As Hernandez will not be credited with a hit. Raiders trailing by 6. Pitch misses outside for ball 1 as Connor McDonald, the dangerous hitting Connor McDonald. Oh, Cannon McDonald. Sorry, I need to make my N more pronounceable. One and one the count. Hernandez extends his lead at first. The 1-1 pitch.
Oh, they called another balk.
And it's got to be the way he's stepping down on the first, like you pointed out. I've been watching of what he's doing.
It's a double step. That front foot is allowed to touch the ground one time on the delivery to the home plate. It's not allowed to touch the ground twice.
This one cut on and hit foul. 1-2 the count to Cannon McDonald. Donald with a single, 2 triples, and a strikeout. Again, the score not indicative of what this game was earlier in the contest.
I think that one missed over the plate.
Yeah.
Stolen base for Ryder Hernandez. Really defensive indifference, as there was no attempt even made to keep him from doing it. Pitch inside.
He missed over the inside corner knee high.
For ball 3. And the payoff pitch fouled off, and Cannon stays alive.
Let's see if Logan can get strike 4 on this one.
Smith comes set. He deals. This one is hit out to the gap and left center. And this will score Hernandez.
Now batting number 22, Trey Berber.
Cedar Park has scored 5 runs in this inning alone. First offering inside for a ball. The 1-0 is swung on and missed for strike 1 as Trey Verver's at the plate. The throw to first is and the throw to second is in the infield and the outfield, and now it's bouncing all over the place. And finally comes to the rest of Ryan Galloway, and the runner advances all the way to third. This is hit foul as Cedar Park really enjoying what they're seeing, this dismantling of the Raiders here in the 7th. As the Raider pitching has not been able to find an answer. The 1-2, it's in the dirt and goes to the backstop, and that will score yet another run. And the base paths are empty. Verver is the 9th batter of the inning. And he takes for ball 3, and that works the count full.
Come on, Smith. He needs this one strike. Come on.
Verver caught looking, and the Cedar Park half of the inning has mercifully come to an end.
Whew, that was painful to watch, honestly.
They scored 6 runs in that inning.
Broke it
And
wide
this
open.
is how it goes. 6 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. Actually, no, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 6 runs on 5 hits, nobody left on. After 6.5, it's 13-5. Cedar Park. And amazingly, coming into this inning, they were only leading by 2.
Yeah, it was a ball game. It was anybody's ball game, but they came out. Cedar Park came out and showed that they're the number 5 team in the state. Quality at bats, you know.
Unfortunately, Blake Gonzalez is on the hook for the loss. Due up for the Raiders in the bottom of the 7th will be Jackson Warren hitting for Lucas Sparshew. And I'll double check to make sure that that is correct.
Yeah, that's
Number 5,
Jackson.
Jackson Warren,
Absolutely,
right?
that is Jackson Warren.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I thought he was hitting for Jake.
He's hitting for Lucas Sparshew.
No, you're right. Let's count.
1-0. 2-0.
All right, 8-run rally. Let's go.
You got to put your rally caps on for
I got
sure.
mine on. I'm ready.
3-0 the count to Warren.
If not, time go.
Verver deals high and outside for ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch at bat, or not at bat, but walk. Number 22, Trevor Bradley will be hitting for Carter Heinrich.
I know what my old high school coach would say in these situations when we would come up and we were down by 8 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning with only 3 outs to give. He would always have us take a strike, try to get the 4-pitch walk, and or get to ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, and but always take a strike here in these situations. So. We'll see if that's the case. I mean, it's 4 balls right in a row. We'll see if Trevor has the green light.
First pitch from Verver, high and outside. Raiders with a tall task, being down by 8. Pitch inside for strike. 1-1 the count. Pitch down and away for a ball. 2-1. The count to Bradley.
Good decision by Jackson Warren there on the base pass, not trying to take. You don't want to, cannot give up an out here on the base pass.
2-1 pitch. This is through into left center. Jackson Warren is going to be held up at third. I'm almost surprised that Coach did not send him.
Number 3, Sol.
That will be a double for Trevor Bradley. And back to the top of the order we go. Keegan Solomon comes to the plate. Solomon is 0-for on the night. He is flown out to left, center, lined out to second, and caught looking. First offering, that's lined back up the middle, and that goes into center field. That will score 1. That was a sharply hit ball. That'll be a hit for Keegan Solomon. Raiders pecking away at the lead as they get 1 back, down by 7. That will bring up Jake Alepa. Alepa fouls 1 off for a strike. Alepa is 0 for 2 and has reached on an error twice. The 0-1, this is popped up to second. Haunt has it.
Salazar.
Let's pop up to second, so that's 1 away. For Oscar Salazar. This pitch is cut on and fouled off. Runners on the corners for the Raiders. 1 run has come in. Verver takes a long look in and comes home with it. Salazar just gets a piece of it for strike 2. Colby Diaz on deck. Verver comes set. He deals. This is fouled off, and Salazar stays alive. And I'm starting to think I should have worn a jacket. Brett gives the sign, and Verver comes set. He deals. This is fouled off, and
5 foul balls in a row, maybe.
well, he's got 2 strikes on him, and he's at least fouled off 3 others. So, the pitch from Verver high. The back pick not in time. 1-2. The count to Salazar. Verver steps off. He'll reset. Solomon extends his lead at first. Pitch. The outside corner for strike 3. 2 away for Colby Diaz.
Colby Diaz, number 17.
Diaz is 1 for 3. Actually, he's 1 for 2. I'll take that back. He has flown out to center. He's walked, struck out, and singled. He was just caught up in a ground out on the force. He'll take for a strike. Pitch is cut on and fouled back, and the Raiders are down to their final strike. Verver toes in. Takes a long look. The 0-2 pitch is fouled off. And Diaz breathes yet another breath. Nothing into the count to Diaz. Verver working very slowly. The 0-2 pitch. Cut on and missed, and that will do it. The Raiders get no runs on 1 hit, 2 left on, and that's the ball game. Raiders drop this one 13-6. And disappointment in the press box.
Yeah, a little bit of disappointment here. I mean, Cedar Park did show that they're a good team, good solid team at the plate. If I were to have one critique on that team, I think their pitching is a little bit suspect, and I think they can get into run-scoring games. They have a bunch of firepower at the plate, but to make a deep run, everybody knows pitching wins.
Pitching wins, and well, this is the thing too, and this game, the score was not indicative of what the large part of this game was.
Oh,
it was
absolutely
close
not.
up into the very last inning.
Yep.
James Hunt came on in relief, or actually no, he came in the previous inning, but came in to finish the game, and he just did not record an out.
Yeah.
And then Logan Smith came in, and he picked up 2 outs, but runs just were scoring. It was almost as if they were saying batting practice.
Yeah, it ended up being batting practice, and I do give Cedar Park the credit for identifying it, seeing it, and executing. They had 2 or 3 very good bunts earlier in the game.
Yes.
And then, some really hard hit balls as well. So,
Well,
they deserve
yeah.
their 5th seed or their 5th ranking of in the state. I know that we can play with them. We showed it tonight. We played with them for up to 6 innings. Played a really good ball game for 6 innings, but it was just a tough 7th.
Yeah, you can't make mistakes and not expect this caliber of team to not capitalize on your mistakes.
Oh, absolutely.
And once we got beyond our first 2 pitchers, we just did not have a lot to offer, and they were just taking advantage of the lack of quality pitching at that point in time. And
yep, it is what it is.
And they do what they do whenever you have that opportunity, and they took advantage of it. And we did have some errors, of course.
Sure.
Which made matters worse.
Wow. So I just looked at Game Changer, and they said Cedar Park had 7 errors today, and we ended up with 6 errors.
Right. Yeah.
You can't. If we cut that down to 1 error or 2 errors, it's a completely
it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
They would not have had the number of runs that they ended up with. The walks that were issued came back and scored at least 3 times.
Sure. Yes.
That should have been taken off the board, but you got to improve, and you just got to get better.
You got to get better. You got to. I mean, Cedar Park now takes a commanding lead in the race for the district championship. I think the race right now is between Rouse, Leander, Liberty Hill, and Georgetown. Even I think all 4 of those teams there's 3 spots for 4 teams, and somebody's going to be on the outside looking in.
Yep, and definitely we're doing that. So Cedar Park has the right to celebrate tonight as they remain undefeated in the district standings, and Rouse has got to regroup and come back next week, and I'll let you know who we'll be facing right off the bat.
I know. It's we're going to Marble Falls. We go out there on the 9th, on Friday the 9th.
And then turn around and go to Leander on the 10th. So
quick turnaround time. We will be, I believe, that will conclude the first round of district play.
And that says a 7 o'clock game start at Leander on a Saturday.
On a Saturday.
Is that right?
That's
the
strange.
10th, or is that 9th, a Thursday?
I think that's a 1 o'clock start on the Saturday.
I would think so.
That's too late on a Saturday. Past my bedtime on a Saturday.
Pull that up right quick and take a look at the calendar. All right, so the 9th, it's a Friday and a Saturday.
Yep.
9th and the 10th. So, well, a disappointing loss here tonight at Raider Field as the Raiders drop 13-6 to the Cedar Park Timberwolves. Like we mentioned, they got to regroup and get things turned around. For Steve Kidhill, I'm Michael Francis. We want to thank you for tuning in and watching Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports.